On Winnell, every week the reporters produce a news package. This is simply the whole news story that includes video footage, voiceovers, interviews and usually a piece to camera. Firstly, the reporter must keep their editor informed of what story they are working on. This usually takes place on Monday at Winnell, and it allows the editor to understand any editorial issues they might have with the story. To construct a news package, we need to get good pictures. Here at Winnell, we either use a DSLR camera or a JVC camera, and you must remember to use a tripod to avoid those shaky shots. In terms of how good you are with your filming does come down to experience, but there are simple things we can make sure that we can get right before we go out to film. And number one is to check that your equipment works. When filming on location, make sure you film as much as possible when you are there. There is nothing worse than coming back to the newsroom to find you don't have enough footage to do your voiceover to tell your story. Also, film in sequences. These are basically filming the same thing at 3 different angles. So firstly, you would film your wide angle shot. Then you would film up closer and then closer again. This gives you enough footage to voice over and to edit with. Try to think about what you want your opening shot to be, as this will be the one that will grab your viewer's attention. Sometimes the best opening shot is one with the best natural sound, so make sure you get some natural sound on the tape too. You obviously need to get interviews to make your news story a story. Obviously, a lot of news stories will involve conflict, but make sure you interview both sides of the party to get balance. When you're out filming your interview, make sure you get some GVs. These are basically shots of your interviewee doing something, like typing or walking with you. These allow you to do your voiceover and to put on top of your interview. Sometimes the reporter may want to add a piece to camera. This simply is the reporter talking to the camera, what usually would have been a voiceover. Make sure that you get your piece to cameras as natural as possible. Sometimes by walking, that may help. The reporter will come back to the newsroom to edit their package. We edit our packages on Final Cut Pro. So simply import all of your footage onto a new event on Final Cut Pro. Then open a new project and edit together your sequence of shots that you have just captured. Insert your interview, and remember that we only need about 10-second grab quotes of this interview. And then add some final footage to the end of your package to voiceover. And finally, you will need to record your voiceover. This is the important part of telling your story, so you need to make sure you get this right. The quality of sound is important, so use the radio studio to record your voiceover. Speaking slowly will usually help give you good pace.